It's time to play ball. Coverage of the North Platte FNBO Nationals starts now. Home and away radio coverage only from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. And watch live on your TV on demand at northplattepost.com. Just click on live streams. Now here's the voice of the senior FNBO Nationals, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome in Duncan Field, elimination game between the FNBO Nationals and Kearney Runza. Nationals falling yesterday to Grand Island Home Federal 10-6 in the upper bracket matchup. Now we'll come here to the elimination game with their tournament lives on the line as they take on, of course, as I said, Kearney Runza. Nationals going through a bunch of pitchers yesterday, not what coach wanted to see. 5 in total. Went so strong to start the game or start the tournament, only using 2 through 2 games, both going through all 7 innings. Then yesterday against Grand Island Home Federal, just all kind of unfortunately fell apart on the side of the Nationals as they went through a plethora of arms. And in doing so, now look to be in trouble. So national anthem about to start. We'll take our quick little break and come back. More action right around the corner.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. I'm Farmer's Agent Stephen Rhodes. I can help you understand your options so we can prepare for whatever the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. To learn more, call me, Farmer's Agent Stephen Rhodes, at 308-534-9050. Find out how I can help you protect the things that matter most.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. A little preventive maintenance can spot problems before they pop up and might even help lower your utility bills. Don't wait till you're sweating in the summer heat to think about your air conditioning and heating pumps. Call Hanson Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your maintenance checks. It's as easy as picking up the phone to stay cool this summer. Call Hanson's 534-5020. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating of North Platte.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience to handle every type of glass situation. Others say they have it, only Larry's can claim it. Experience. Find it at Larry's Glass in North Platte.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
I take great pride in my lawn, and my Raptor zero-turn mower from Hustler gives me the...
FNBO Nationals American Legion Baseball on 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by North Platte Kubota and the DNN Event Center.
Hey, everybody. It's elimination time, unfortunately, as the Nationals taking on Kearney Runza. I am joined by a good guest right next door to me. He's good team manager, of course, Justin Thompson. I can't believe it. He's here today. Will we be seeing him on the radio? You're dang right, because he's supposed to make it up to me after skipping out on the rainstorm. I was going to come up and do some coverage, but didn't come up. So I'm kind of, you're indebted to me at the moment. So it is, though, time for the elimination game between the Nationals and Kearney Runza. Starting off with the starting lineups for your FNBO Nationals. Jack Polk hitting the leadoff with Carson Johnson. Then Cole Wright, Carter Kelly, Tristan Byer, Caden Johnson, Cooper Hill on the mound today, Ty Robinson, and Andrew Brocious. They will be going up against Scout Simmons. We taking pitches for Kearney Runza. First pitch in from Simmons. Outside, ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes into the leadoff man Polk. Nationals trying to rebound after yesterday's tough loss to Grand Island Home Federal. Nationals getting down in that game early on through the first 2 innings. Unable to really bounce back as that pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Now to the leadoff man, Jack Polk, playing second base today. That one foul to the netting. 2-2 the count. Following Polk, Carson Johnson, who's again nursing that calf injury that he sustained on Friday against Lexington. Still looks pretty good out there, but heard he's in a lot of pain as down goes Jack Polk on strikes for out number 1 looking. Jack Polk gotten locked up as that was just on the outside part of the zone. And with that, 1 is down here in the fortified group, top of the first inning. You can check out Kevin McGann and the fortified group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as Carson Johnson comes up to bat for the Nationals. First pitch in, strike number 1 to him. Scout Simmons already going through the motions quickly. Here's the 0-1 check swing from Johnson. They're going to say he went around. So now it's an 0-2 hole for Carson Johnson. Normally hits either leadoff or second in the hole. This tournament's hitting a little bit more leadoff, but with the injury as that one bounces off of his leg, so he'll waltz on down to first. But with his injury, coach not one to put stress on him being the leadoff man, though he does get aboard following getting hit by the pitch. So Cole Wright will now come up to bat. Had a tough day yesterday, not only going 0 for 3, but also some close plays at third in terms of the ball location. As pickoff attempt to first, going to get Johnson back. Following Cole Wright, Carter Kelly, and then Tristan Byer for the Nationals here in the top of the first inning in the elimination game between the Nationals and Kearney Runza. Simmons delivers. That one's in, strike number 1. If you're looking for any signs of life yesterday for the Nationals, really have to look forward to the first game, as not only was the pitching strong, but they actually produced quite a ton of hits. No runs really to help bolster the velocity of hits that they had, but they showed good contact, at least to get runners on. Not as aggressive on the base pad as I would have thought head coach Ricky Holm would have been, as again another pickoff gets Johnson back. Looking to see today, and specifically in the elimination game, how aggressive he wants to be. That's high, ball number 1, and which is tough, which is interesting to say because we all know how aggressive coach is on the base pad. It is his bread and butter, but also double-edged sword. As many of times this season, he's gotten a little too aggressive, and it's cost the team some runs. 1-1 the count with 1 out to Cole Wright. The pitch from Simmons swung on and missed from right. Strike number 2. 1-2 the count. It's a pretty blistering hot day today. It says 91, but my car was close to 98 when pulling in. Wind pushing directly in from center field. So not really doing any of the batters any help. Another pickoff is going to get Johnson back. So 1-2 the count here. Cole Wright with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Winner moves on, loser packs up and heads home. Simmons, glance on over at first, likes the sign from Redinger, and will deliver. Runner goes Johnson. That one is skied upwards towards left field. Onwards comes Brand. He'll get under it and glove it. He actually will drop it. And the throw into second, not in time. Oh, my. A routine fly ball out in left field. Gets dropped by Keegan Brand. So because of that, both runners are now on with one out. Here in the top of the first inning. You don't really see that too often. Just didn't get a firm grasp on the ball as time is called. As out goes Redinger to talk with Simmons. Now what would have been a pretty simple two-out situation for Kearney Runza now turns into a little more dire as with Carter Kelly up and 2 on, the double steal attempt is in play, but also the threat of the Nationals getting on the board first. Simmons is going to glance at second once more and deliver. Swing and a miss from Carter Kelly. Strike number 1. Kelly yesterday going 5 for 7. Strong performance from him overall, of course, being our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game in game number 2 against Grand Island Home Federal. Has a prime opportunity to not only advance both the runners, but bring one home. Here comes the 0-1 from Simmons, but he'll step off and get reset in. Following Kelly, Tristan Byer, and then Caden Johnson has 4, 5, and 6 here at the moment. Simmons will deliver. There goes Carson Johnson, swinging to miss the throw over to the third. What a throw, but not in time. So both runners will successfully steal. Just like I said, the double steal attempt. So there goes the chance of a double play. But now it's on Carter Kelly to drive one home and not strike out. He's facing an 0-2 hole at the moment, and with one out, Coach Ricky Holm really hoping Kelly doesn't strike out swinging. At least give them another out to play with to bring home either of those two runners on the base paths. Simmons will glance on over at third and delivers. That one's driven to center field, and it'll be down in the gap for a base hit. And with that, one run will come across. Here comes the other run. Cole Wright easily walks in. The Nationals get on the board first with 2 quick runs here in the top of the first inning off of the double from Carter Kelly. So now Nationals up 2-0 against Kearney Runza here in the elimination game. And again, once more, Carter Kelly popping up, driving home some more runs, and this time extending it into a double. And now at second base has a good opportunity to make it home. He's going to blitz on over to third following the passed up ball, and with that, down he rattles and rolls on just a couple of feet away from home base, and yet another run potentially for the Nationals. Still one out. Here in the top of the first inning, Nationals leading 2-0. Scout Simmons giving up a couple of hits in this. I don't just want to say a couple, I mean just one, as Byer gets gone around for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. Thank you to our premier sponsors for today, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. Carter Kelly at third. Tristan Byer at the plate. Drove one run in yesterday as he fouls that down the third base side. Strike number 2. Following Byer, Caden Johnson, and the pitcher, Cooper Hill. A 1-2 count here in the top of the first inning. Nationals up 2-0, 2 runs on 1 hit. As Simmons will deliver. Swung on and missed. The drop third strike, but they're going to tag out Tristan Beyer anyway. For out number 2, and now that's going to bring up Caden Johnson to bat. As he's looking to not only get himself out of a little bit of a rut he's had, not just during this district tournament, but pretty much throughout the last couple of games. Has a good chance against Scout Simmons with Carter Kelly on over at third base as the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Simmons. That off speed outside. 2-0 now the count. Nationals off to a strong start like they did yesterday against Grand Island. Up 2-0 as he rockets that one down the third base side foul. 2-1 the count to Johnson. Nationals, just like yesterday against Grand Island Home Federal, got 2 runs in the first inning. And then unfortunately struggled really to batten the hatches down. Gave up 7 runs through the first 2. The 2-1 outside and high, ball 3. Trending towards a walk. 3-1 count. To center fielder Johnson with Carter Kelly at third. Simmons delivers the 3-1. That's down in the turf, ball 4. So Johnson will waltz on over to first base on the walk to bring up the pitcher for today for the Nationals, Cooper Hill. Hill coming up to bat, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Has runners at the corners. Carter Kelly at third and Caden Johnson on over at first. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Johnson sprint on over to second. Speak of the devil, there he goes. A good jump, and catcher Redinger is not even going to attempt to try to get him out at second. So with that, a free, easy stolen base for Johnson. So now if Cooper Hill can get one into the outfield, another 2 runs could potentially come across for the Nationals. It's an 0-1 count to Cooper Hill. Simmons delivers. That one popped up, but high and overneath stadium. Strike 2, 0-2 the count with 2 outs to Hill. Following Hill, Ty Robinson, and then Andrew Brocious. Simmons gets the sign in from Redinger he likes. Into the motion, the 0-2. That's down low. Ball 1. Good save from Redinger to not let it scoot past him, which would have most certainly have scored 1 run if indeed that happened. 2 are on, wind now pushing towards the left side of a little bit more gusto. 1-2. That's once more in the turf. That's ball 2. 2-2 the count. Simmons getting a little flustered here with a couple base runners on, losing his control. Because of that, could potentially load the bases if he walks Cooper Hill. Here comes the 2-2. That one, slow chopper on over to Larson at second. On to first, it'll get past the first baseman. And with that, 2 more runs will come across for the Nationals. Again, what would have been a routine out at first base turns into an error as 2 more runs come across for the Nationals. That's now 4-0. So Ty Robinson up to bat now on the side of the Nationals. He has Cooper Hill on over at first, and a 4-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Pickoff attempt at first going to get Blaze Zeiler, who's checked in as the courtesy runner. So you already know it's not even a question of what's going to happen here in the near future. And Scout Simmons knows it as he gets ready to deliver into Robinson as we wait for him. And time is called at the plate from Ty Robinson. Place money bets right now. Blaze Zeiler going on this one. And no, he's going to say no. Oh, Justin Thompson thinking no. Yeah, there he goes. You've already lost the bet. There's your 5. Oh, and another mistake on the infield. A good throw from Redinger as Zeiler went running. Larson got the ball in his glove but bobbled it as he was trying to tag out Zeiler. It would have gotten Zeiler out. The throw was perfectly in time, but because of the bobble and then not being able to complete the tag, Zeiler successfully steals second. And now yet again another runner is in scoring position for the Nationals here in the top of the first inning. An 0-1 count to Ty Robinson. Pitch from Simmons. That's down low in the turf, ball 1. .31 total pitches thrown by Scout Simmons so far. And we're only in the top of the first. That is not what Kearney Runza needed from him. Here comes the pitch. There goes Zeiler on over to third. It's going to be easily tagged out. A beautiful throw from Redinger as yet again head coach Ricky Holman getting a little too aggressive. And with that, down go the Nationals to end the top of the first inning. They get 4 across, though, on 1 hit. They lead Kearney Runza in the elimination game 4-0.
Summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop in if you're in the market for a new RV, parts, and accessories. Get 12-volt clip-on fans to help cool those tight spaces. Reversible campsite mats, Kuma Outdoor Gear Bear Buddy Chair, and the Kuma Lazy Dog Bed. Grab a Get Outdoors and Get Camping t-shirt. And don't forget Grandpa Gus's mouse repellent in spray or pouches and Grandpa Gus Bed Bug Defense. Stop in and shop around this summer at Larry's RV in North Platte.
Take care of your property with equipment you can count on, like the Kubota BX and LO1 Series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup, rated #1 for reliability, and Z-Series mowers and Sidekick utility vehicles, where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See the full line of Kubota products at your North Platte Kubota on South Highway 83 or online at npkubota.com.
With lots of new and pre-owned vehicles, Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you've been dreaming of, whether you want to buy or lease. Find out for yourself what an enjoyable experience it is to do business with the staff at Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
We'll go back to Duncan Field here in the bottom of the first inning. Nationals leading Kearney Runza 4-0 after 4 runs came across. Yep, on only 1 hit. They've done it again. It's like I don't even know how to describe it at this point, just the amount of times I've seen the Nationals put up so many runs off of just a lone single hit. And this puts them in the driver's seat for Cooper Hill, who's on the mound. Hill played a little bit yesterday. Nothing too extreme. Just a little short stint. He's hopefully warmed up and ready to go today in the big elimination game between Kearney and the Nationals. Nationals, though, off to a hot start, up 4-0. Though, if you turn your clocks back to yesterday, the Nationals gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. So, no lead is safe as up to bat comes Carter Lee. on the side of Kearney. Following Lee, Caleb Larson, then Nolan Smith. So as we get ready here, hey, thank you to our premier sponsors for today, the DNN Event Center as well as North Platte Kubota. Hill with his first pitch into Lee. That one is skied up to center field. Back goes Caden Jones, and he gets under it for an easy out, number one. One pitch, one swing, and with that, one out here in the bottom of the first inning as Carter Lee goes down to bring up Caleb Larson. As I will correct myself, I've been mismanaged and mistold, but I've been bamboozled. I have been totally bamboozled. Carter Lee up to bat. We can now actually blame the announcer. He gave me the wrong lineup card. So, Carter Lee is up to bat here. Just blank out what happened last at bat. Lee up to bat with one out to the name. The pitch down low. That's 2-0 now the count. To Carter Lee. Following Lee will be Nolan Smith and then Ty Redinger. The 2-0 from Cooper Hill outside, ball 3. That one coming off a little too early. 3-0 the count, one out here, bottom of the first inning. Nationals leading 4-0, 4 runs on one hit. As I hold that thought, the 3-0, that one gets back in. Strike number 1. No runs on no hits and 2 errors, though, on the side. Kearney runs of those 2 errors, big ones. Would have been guaranteed outs, essentially, but fortunately did not go their way. So Nationals up 4-0 as that one is just a bit outside, ball 4 and low. So with that, Carter Lee takes the stroll down to first. That brings up Nolan Smith. Smith has one runner on here for his first at-bat. Lee at first, then on Ty Redinger on deck, and Scout Simmons in the hole. Hill with the pickoff attempt to first. It'll be late as Carter Lee gets back. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Cooper Hill gets the sign and delivers. That one outside the zone, ball 1. 7 total pitches so far from Cooper Hill. 5 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-0 then from Cooper Hill. That one into the outreach glove of Carter Kelly onto second, onto first in time for the double play. And that is how the inning will expire and go down, a double play. Good defense from the Nationals, not allowing that walk over to Carter Lee do any damage. So we head now to the top of the second inning. Nationals leading 4-0, looking to continue on with this early offensive success.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great, but if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
The flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Welcome to a fortified group top of the second inning. Nationals leading Kearney Runza 4-0. 4 runs on 1 hit, no errors, compared to no runs on no hits and 2 errors for Kearney Runza. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Ty Robinson up to bat once more. Last inning didn't get his chance as Zeiler got caught stealing, trying to attempt third. As first pitch from Scout Simmons in strike number 1. Next pitch too low for ball number 1 from Simmons. He's up to 33 pitches, and we're only here in the top of the second. That pitch squeaks in, strike 2. 1-2 the count to Ty Robinson. After Robinson, Andrew Brocious, then back to the top of the order with Jack Polk. Swung on and missed from Ty Robinson for strike number 3 and the first out here of the second inning. Also, thank you to Hanson Plumbing and Heating, Lindemeyer Law Office, Larry's Glass, and Premier Toyota for sponsoring today's game. Andrew Brocious up to bat. Got the game off yesterday, though. Did pitch hit, in the top of the 7th as that is swung on and missed for strike number 1 from Brocious. Looking to start something right here with 1 out. That pitch laid off high, ball 1. 1-1. Brocious steps back into the batter's box. He's ready. Simmons, the motion, the 1-1. Now off speed again, too high, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Andrew Brocious from Scout Simmons. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. As that pitch slides in, strike 2. It's 2-2 the count. Nobody on. Fortified Group, top of the second inning. Nationals leading 4-0 here in the elimination game between Kearney Runza and the Nationals, as down goes Brocious swinging for out number 2. As that brings up now with 2 outs the leadoff man, Jack Polk. Polk 0 for 1, struck out looking in his first appearance. As that first pitch is outside, ball 1 from Simmons. The 1-0. That one outside again. It's ball 2. That one too high in the zone. That one is skied up towards right field and will fall into the glove of Corin Conrad. And with that, there goes the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We're going to head to the bottom of the second inning. Nationals still leading this ball game, though, 4-0.
There is something for everyone at the Lincoln County Fair, July 21st through the 24th in North Platte. Sunday, July 24th, start your morning with Cowboy Church at 10 a.m. and then enjoy axe throwing, putt-putt golf, face painting, explore it zone, bounce houses, and water slides. At 2 p.m. on Sunday, it's the Wiener Dog races followed by a water fight and dodgeball tournament. Full list of events at lincofair.com, July 21st through the 24th in North Platte for the Lincoln County Fair.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. I'm Farmers Agent Stephen Rhodes. I can help you understand your options so we can prepare for whatever the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. To learn more, call me, Farmers Agent Stephen Rhodes, at 308-534-9050. Find out how I can help you protect the things that matter most.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
FNBO Nationals American Legion Baseball on 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by North Platte Kubota and the D&N Event Center.
Welcome back. It's a bottom of the second inning. Here, Nationals leading against Kearney Runza 4-0. 4 runs on 1 hit for the Nationals. compared to the no runs on no hits and 2 errors on the side of Kearney Runza. Nationals have the lead 4-0. Up to bat following flyout from Jack Polk. Ty Redinger coming up to bat. With on deck being Scout Simmons. Cooper Hill still on the mound. Will deliver the first pitch into Redinger. Swung on and missed. Strike number 1. So, Cooper Hill with the 0-1 pitch into Redinger now. That one sneaks in. Strike number 2 to the catcher, Redinger. Cooper Hill looking a little more locked in after having a little bit of some sketchy control in the first inning. Looks much more dialed in. Now, here comes his 0-2. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and out number 1. Down goes Redinger swinging. So with that, here comes Scout Simmons up to bat. Simmons, the pitcher, facing the other pitcher, Hill. It's a pitcher's duel. Here comes the first pitch into him. So many pitches, the pitches just can't keep pitching. As that one is in, strike number 1 from Cooper Hill. Following Simmons, Keegan Brand, and then Quinn Foster. The 0-1. That one is swung on and fouled into the parking lot for strike number 2. Thank you again to our premier sponsors today, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. Here comes the 0-2 from Cooper Hill. Slow grounder on over to Johnson at third, on to first, in time. There's out number 2, a quick 2er down here in the bottom of the second inning. Nationals leading at the moment. 4-0 as Keegan Brand will now appear and get ready to take his first swings. Following Brand, Quinn Foster, and Corin Conrad for Kearney Runza. The first pitch in from Hill. That one's just a bit too low. Ball number 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Nationals leading 4-0. Cooper Hill into the motion will deliver his 1-0. That is skied in the left field and gloved easily by Colwright in left. And with that, the inning is over. We're going to be heading out to the top of the third inning. Nationals up against Kearney Runza 4-0. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
This is Tammy Timmerman Lashley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. The seller's market has never been stronger than it is right now. Homes are selling quickly and at a premium. If you're thinking about selling your home, please give me a call and let me explain how we will provide the best exposure for your property. Lashley Land has spent over $325,000 in marketing last year alone, with the most progressive marketing out of any other brokerage. Call me to let me explain how we can do things differently at Lashley Land.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. A little preventive maintenance can spot problems before they pop up and might even help lower your utility bills. Don't wait till you're sweating in the summer heat to think about your air conditioning and heating pumps. Call Hanson Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your maintenance checks. It's as easy as picking up the phone to stay cool this summer. Call Hanson's 534-5020. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating of North Platte.
Welcome into a fortified group top of the third inning for the FNBO Nationals as on comes Carson Johnson to bat here. Check out Kevin McGann in the fortified group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B is the first pitch in from Scout Simmons, in for strike number 1. Johnson was hit by a pitch in his first appearance and then was driven on home by Carter Kelly in that 4-run first inning. Check swing, but that's outside the zone for ball 1. 1-1 the count now to Johnson. 1-1 with nobody out. Scout Simmons will deliver. Popped up. Drifting on over to third base. Underneath it gets Fritzen, and he'll glove it for the first out here at the top of the third. Down goes Johnson. And this is where Coach talked about this quite a lot in his post-game pressers with me, well, press conferences, but post-game interview is the Nationals get up quite early, but they kind of let their foot off the gas, seeing if that can be turned around here specifically in this game, which is very important because loser goes home. Winner will move on to tomorrow's 4:30 game, as that first pitch in to Cole Wright is strike number 1. So Scout Simmons now will deliver the first pitch, or the second one, excuse me, into right. That's outside. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. To Cole Wright. 1-1. That one too low again. It's now 2-1 the count. So 2-1. Scout Simmons gets the sign from Redinger and delivers. That is high again. Popping up Redinger from his catcher position. It's now 3-1 the count. So Simmons is ready. He gets into the motion. It's 3-1. Check swing, but that's in for strike 2 as Cole Wright was thinking that one was not in. 3-2 with 1 out. Simmons will deliver. Skied into the gap in right center field. It'll fall in for a base hit. And with that, here comes Cole Wright looking for the double, and he slides himself on in. A 1-out double from Cole Wright puts him in prime opportunity for another scoring chance, as he's going to give the gloves on over to Dorwart at first. And that brings up Carter Kelly. Hit that double in the first inning to bring 2 runs home. He has another opportunity to bring, how about another, and make it a 3 RBI day for him, and we're not even through the 3rd inning. Scout Simmons gets the sign from Redinger, will glance at second and deliver. Ooh, that off speed way out of the zone. Ball number 1. As here we go, a 1-0 count with 1 out. Nationals leading 4-0. Cole Wright's on over at second base following his 1-out double. Simmons delivers to Kelly. Swung on over to the shortstop, which is Carter Lee. On to first in time, and down goes Carter Kelly for out number 2. As now Tristan Beyer comes up to bat. He's 0 for 1. Was tagged out on the dropped 3rd strike in his first plate appearance. He's looking to drive Cole Wright home, push this lead to 5-0 for the Nationals. Simmons gets a sign from Redinger. He's up to 54 pitches so far. The pitch. Slow chopper, foul down the third base side for strike number 1. Owen won the count to Tristan Beyer. Simmons shaking off a couple pitches from Redinger. Still waiting, and he'll step off the bag and get time called and run through the signs again. Likes what he sees now. Glances at second. Simmons is 0-1, but he's going to step off to get Cole Wright back. Again, Cole Wright not really the most predominant threat to steal the base pad. But doesn't mean you shouldn't fear him if he does get a full head of steam. That pitch down low. Ball number 1 in to Bayer. So here comes Scout Simmons now. He's getting the sign. He'll glance at second to Cole Wright. And once more, the 1-1. That off speed too high. Ball 2. It's now a 2-1 count to Tristan Bayer here in a fortified group top of the third inning. And check out Kevin McGann and the fortified group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Simmons once more at the glance at second. His 2-1 popped up, but that will drift over and into the parking lot for strike number 2. It's a 2-2 count now with 2 outs. Nationals up 4-0. Top of the third inning. Scout Simmons up to 58 total pitches. I wouldn't be surprised if we might be seeing some action here pretty soon in the bullpen for Kearney Runza. Cole Wright's at second. Simmons will step off. Wright has a prime opportunity to get scoring a run here if Bayer can get it into the outfield. There goes 2-2. Slow chipper on over. Too short. Lee on to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nationals no runs on 1 hit. 1 left on the base pad. We're going to head to the bottom of the third now. Hey, the FNBO Nationals still leading. Kearney runs a 4-0.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
I take great pride in my lawn, and my Raptor zero-turn mower from Hustler gives me the perfect manicured cut I want. With the power, strength, and speed of a professional zero-turn mower, I quickly maneuver around obstacles with ease, allowing me to maneuver around life's most difficult obstacle, time. Hustler turf quality tools, designed to improve quality of life. Find the entire line of Hustler residential and commercial zero-turn mowers at Mike's Motorcycle and ATV Repair at 2220 Prospect Lane, North Platte.
Nationals here in the bottom of the third inning, leading Kearney Runza 4-0. 4 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the side of the Nationals, compared to no runs on no hits and 2 errors on the side of Kearney Runza. Cooper Hill on the mound still. I gotta readjust my stat sheet. You're gonna love this. So Scout Simmons is up to 58 total pitches on the game. Cooper Hill is at a grand total of 16. That is right. 16 total pitches for Cooper Hill. As the first person he's going to be seeing is Quinn Foster up to bat for Kearney Runza. Hill's first pitch into Foster. Fouled back to the backstop for strike number 1. As here comes now the pitch from Hill. That's just outside, ball 1. So the count's now 1-1 to Quinn Foster. Hill will deliver now. Swung on over to Kelly at short. He gloves it onto first in time for out number 1. Another good little stint starting off here for Cooper Hill. After giving up a few hits, and I think a run yesterday, now bouncing back really strong, going so far here through his 3 innings of play, 19 pitches, and a 4-0 lead as Corin Conrad comes up to bat. Hill will get the sign in from Beyer and deliver. That pitch just a bit too high. Ball number 1. As now a 1-0 count will squeak it and push it to a 1-1 count following the strike from Cooper Hill. He's still locked in this ball game so far, not allowing a hit to come across. Well, that one just a smidge too low. Ball 2, 2-2. Hey, thank you to our premier sponsors for today, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. Hill will deliver now the 2-1, make it 3-1 now, following the pitch once more in the turf. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 out to the name of Kearney Runza. Hill with the 3-1. Popped up and fouled into the parking lot. Strike number 2, and with that it's now worked full for Corin Conrad. Following Conrad, Owen Fritzen, then back to the top of the order with Caleb Larson. The 3-2 from Hill. Swung on and missed. Down goes Conrad on swings. Strike number 3. And with that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Owen Fritzen now coming up to bat. 2 outs, Nationals leading 4-0. The first pitch in from Fritzen. Outside ball number 1. 1 ball and no strike to Fritzen, the 3rd baseman. Hill gets the sign from Beyer and delivers. Fouled. Right back into the parking lot again. Strike number 1. 1-1 the count, 2 outs here. Nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cooper Hill going strong in this ball game. Comes the 1-1 pitch. That's in. Strike number 2. It's a 1-2 count. Now to Cooper Hill. As he's locked in at the moment for the Nationals. That one is in. Strike 3, and with that, down goes Fritzen. And the Nationals get out of this inning yet again with the lead. They still lead 4-0. We're going to head to now the top of the 4th. FNBO Nationals up over Kearney Runza 4-0.
Are you looking for financial advisor Mark Tillman? We are thrilled that he has joined our practice in North Platte. We are CIO Wealth Strategies, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Mark is located at our Ameriprise office at 520 East Francis Street, or call him at 308-532-7350. Welcome aboard, Mark.
Larry's Glass would like to thank all of their valuable customers over the years for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass is a full-service glass company, from car windows and storefronts to custom-cut glass, mirrors, and more. If you need glass, Larry's Glass has you covered. They take pride in their work with professional installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass on the corner of 5th and Vine, where they do glass and so much more.
Leading off in the fortified group, top of the 4th inning, Caden Joneson up to bat. He walked in his first appearance against Scout Simmons. Now leading off here in the top of the 4th, Nationals still leading 4-0 in this ball game. Simmons will now deliver the first pitch into Johnson, which he swings and misses. Strike number 1. Following Johnson, Cooper Hill, and then Ty Robinson for the Nationals. Here comes the 0-1. That's in. Strike number 2 from Simmons. 0-2 the count. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Dropped third strike, but they're going to say actually it was out for strike number 3. No dropped ball, and with that, down goes Caden Johnson swinging. Now Cooper Hill comes up to bat. Hill reached on an error on that passed up ball on over at first base. Happened a couple of innings ago. He now looking to continue this inning for the Nationals. Simmons will deliver the first pitch. That's in there. Strike number 1 to Cooper Hill. No action in either bullpen. Simmons up to 63 total pitches. He sits into his motion and delivers. Swung on and missed from Cooper Hill. A big ol' hack. Turns up nothing. So 0-2 the count with 1 out here in a fortified group top of the 4th inning. You can check out Kevin McGann in the fortified group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. That pitch down low in the turf for ball number 1 to the pitcher Hill. So far, Cooper Hill getting the better of Scout Simmons. He's yet to give up a single run in this game is Cooper Hill as he goes down, swinging for strike number 3 and officially out number 2. So that brings up Ty Robinson to bat. Robinson struck out swinging in his first appearance. And number 6 seed Kearney Hastings. Number 6 seeded Kearney Runza taking on number 4 seeded FNBO Nationals. The first pitch from Simmons into Ty Robinson is a called strike 1. 1-0 is the count. Scout Simmons likes the sign he gets from Rettinger into his motion, his delivery. Slow chipper back up to Simmons, and he'll throw it onto first, but it's going to get way over the head of the first baseman, Nolan Smith. So with that, Ty Robinson with the stand-up double following the bad throw from pitcher Scout Simmons. Simmons with a huge mistake and a pretty routine play at first base as just seems to have left his arm wrong. And with that, Ty Robinson, for the second straight time, reaches on an error. So now Andrew Brocious will come up to bat. Struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. He chops that in, gloved by the second baseman Larson. He'll get it on to first. Not in time. They're going to say he's safe. And with that, runners are now at the corners for the Nationals to bring Jack Polk up to bat. With 2 outs in this inning, as Rettinger making some defensive adjustments from his position behind home plate. As Jack Polk, 0 for 2, struck out looking and flew out in his first 2 appearances. Prime opportunity to bring another run home and push the lead up 5-0. Simmons gets the sign from Rettinger. Will glance on over in first and deliver. That's high and outside. Ball number 1 to Jack Polk. Polk looking to bring a run home, and the Nationals looking to put away Kearney Runza here in the elimination game between either side. The first pitch, there goes the runner, Brocious. He'll get in a second. The throw home as Robinson's going to steal home. The double steal was successful. Another run comes across for the Nationals as I lost my voice in the middle of that. It just couldn't get to a higher pitch. So now it's a 2-0 count into Jack Polk. Nationals stealing home. And now lead 5-0 with a runner in scoring position yet again at second. A 2-0 count from Scout Simmons as Polk calls time at the plate. Following Polk, Carson Johnson, and then Cole Wright, the deadly order that Scout Simmons does not want to see right now, as he's, again, struggled with base runners on. As that pitch, oh, that's in strike number 1. That one was mighty close. I would say that one would have been out, but just squeaked in on that bottom left corner. It's now a 2-1 count with 2 outs to Jack Polk, who's playing second base. Scout delivers. That another steal attempt coming in from Brocious, and he's out on over at third, tagging his foot up. That is now back-to-back times that Blaze Zeiler has tried to steal third, and it becoming unsuccessful. So with that, the top of the 4th will end. Nationals, though, did get 2 runners across, or excuse me, 1 runner across, and with that, we head to the bottom of the 4th. Nationals 5, Kearney runs a 0.
Go where the herd goes with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick, featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling, all backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Herd cattle, mend fences, and get every job done right with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See the full line of Kubota products at your North Platte Kubota on South Highway 83 or online at npkubota.com.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota in North Platte, it comes with a 6-month or 6,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 6-month or 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. That is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
FNBO Nationals American Legion Baseball on 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by North Platte Kubota and the D&N Event Center.
Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Nationals leading 4-0 over Kearney runs. The first person that Cooper Hill's going to see in this inning going to be Caleb Larson, as he allows that pitch to fall in for strike number 1. So an 0-1 count to Larson here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thank you again to our premier sponsors, the D&N Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. That curve outside ball 1. Also, thank you to Mike's Motorcycle and ATV Repair, as well as Stephen Rhodes with Farmers Insurance, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, as well as Hanson Plumbing and Heating. That one is turned on, but looped on over to Ty Robinson at first as he makes the grab for out number 1. Another 1 up, 1 down here for the Nationals in the bottom of the 4th. Cooper Hill on just, 32 pitches so far, having a stellar performance. As up now comes Carter Lee to bat. Lee 0 for 1, flew out and walked in his previous 2 appearances for the Kearney Runza. As Hill steps off, reset up. And then Carter Lee now steps in. He's ready to go. Hill delivers. That pitch outside. Ball number 1 to Carter Lee. Here comes now that 1-0. Swung on and turned to Ty Robinson. He gloves it on to Hill, who tags first for out number 2. And just like that, 2-downer here in the inning. That brings up Nolan Smith, who grounded out in his last plate appearance. Nolan Smith looking get something rolling for Kearney Runza. They're trailing by 5-0, but with 2 outs to the name, looking less and less likely. The pitch. That's down low. Ball number 1. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind the stadium. For strike number 1. The pitch. Now a 1-1 down in the turf for 2-1. Here comes now Cooper Hill with the 2-1. That one's high and away. Ball 3. As then the pitch from Cooper Hill, his 3-1 into Smith. Take that high and away, ball 4 with that. Nolan Smith will get on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th for Ty Redinger. Redinger 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging in his first appearance. Hill glances on over at first. The pitch. Ooh, that one's high and tight, almost hitting Redinger, but he gets out the way. Ball number 1. Here comes now the 1-1 count from Cooper Hill. That one's absolutely skied on over to left field. Underneath it goes Cole Wright, still getting underneath it, and he'll glove it for out number 3. With that, we head to the top of the 5th inning. Nationals leading Kearney Runza 5-0.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless. At the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Take care of your property with equipment you can count on, like the Kubota BX and LO1 series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup, rated #1 for reliability, and Z-series mowers and sidekick utility vehicles, where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See the full line of Kubota products at your North Platte Kubota on South Highway 83 or online at npkubota.com.
Welcome back here to a fortified group. Top of the 5th inning. Nationals leading Kearney Runza here in the elimination game. 5-0. 5 runs on 3 hits. No errors on the side. Kearney runs, or on the side of the FNBO Nationals. Kearney Runza, on the other hand, no runs on no hits and 3 errors to their name as Scout Simmons still on the mound. No warming up in the bullpen for the side of Kearney Runza. He's up to 72 pitches. His first batter, he'll see Jack Polk. Again, Polk pitching or batting last time out. Unfortunately, Blaze Zeiler tried to steal third, but was unsuccessful in doing so. And with that, Scout Simmons is ready to rock and roll as that train is going a little crazy back there. He's ready to rock and roll in this game. So Simmons will deliver the first pitch in to Polk, which is in strike number 1. It's an 0-1 count to Jack Polk. Following Polk, Carson Johnson, then Cole Wright, as that next pitch is outside ball number 1. The pitch. That one is chopped into left field, but not far enough in as Keegan Brand will get under it for out number 1. Start this inning for for the Nationals with an out. So Carson Johnson now up to bat. So first pitch into Carson Johnson is high and outside for ball number 1. That train's going to cause some havoc for me. Nationals leading 5-0. Carson Johnson was hit by a pitch and flew out in his first 2 appearances. And he's going to get hit once again by a pitch. That is now twice in this game that Carson Johnson's been decked in the back. And with that, he's going to walk on over to first base with 1 out to bring on Cole Wright. Wright 1 for 2. He reached on an error in his first appearance, then doubled in his next one. So now with Cole Wright on to bat here, Carson Johnson on over at first. Johnson is a steal threat, so there is that potential as a pickoff attempt will not be in time. So here comes then the first pitch into Wright. That's high and away. Ball number 1, 1-0 the count with 1 out. Johnson on over. Carson Johnson on over at first base. 1-0 with 1 out. Scout Simmons will deliver it. There goes Carson Johnson. That pitch down low. Ball number 1. And Carson Johnson will get into second safely following the steal. So with that now, 1 runner in scoring position for the Nationals here in the top of the 5th. It's a 5-0 ball game. Still no action in the side of the Kearney bullpen. So with 1 out and Johnson on over at second, Cole Wright facing a 2-1 count, or 2-0 count now, excuse me. Looking to bring Johnson home. The thought about pickoff attempt turned off as there was nobody at second base. So Simmons gets the sign he's been looking for from Redinger and will deliver the 2-0. That squeaks in for strike number 1 that time to Cole Wright. So now it's a 2-1 count. Two and one with 1 out. Simmons will glance on over at second. The pickoff will not be in time as Johnson gets back. He's safe. Still a 2-1 count. A 2-1 count. Carson Johnson on over at second base. Scout Simmons still on the mound. He's up to 80 total pitches. Will deliver now the 2-1. Oh, no. Carson Johnson getting caught in the pickle. Oh, the ball's going to get past the third baseman's glove. And with that, Carson Johnson's going to score another simple error on the side of Kearney Runza. And the Nationals strike again. Another run comes across as Carson Johnson successfully stole third but made his way home following the passed up ball. So now with a 2-1 count to Cole Wright, And a now 6-0 lead for the Nationals. They are within striking distance now of the run rule. Here in the elimination game between Kearney Runza. As that pitch is in, though, for strike number 2. Count 2-2 now to Cole Wright as he singles that one up the middle for a base hit. So with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning, a fortified group, top of the 5th inning, Cole Wright will reach on with a single. So Carter Kelly now out to bat, 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out in his last appearance. Has Cole Wright on over at first base. Nationals leading 6-0. 6-0 as that pitch finds the mark on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. 6 runs on 4 hits and no errors, compared to no runs on no hits and 4 errors for Kearney Runza. The Nationals 6, Kearney 0. As that pickoff attempt going to be too high, but Wright's going to get back in time. So 0-1 the count with 1 out still here in this inning. As Simmons gets the sign he likes from Redinger. He'll glance on over at first. He sighs and delivers. That one's way outside because they thought Cole Wright was going to go running, so it's a 1-1 count now to Carter Kelly at this at-bat. So now, there goes Cole Wright, and he's caught in the pickle yet again. The throw on over to first, now to second. Wright going to try to get back in, and it's going to get past the first baseman's glove, so Cole Wright will get back in time, but yet again, the Nationals in a predicament where they should have been picked off, but another costly mistake by Kearney allows the Nationals to stay alive, as we do going to have some action in the bullpen for Kearney Runza. It's looking like warming up on their side, Ryan Nipping. The pitch. That's down low. Ball 2 to Carter Kelly. So 2-1 to Carter Kelly, following Kelly, Tristan Beyer, and then Caden Johnson for the Nationals. 2-1. That one is skied into center field. Onwards comes Foster, and he'll grab it for out number 2, as that's a pop fly. And 2 down or down in here in the top of the 5th inning. Nationals leading 6-0. 6 runs on no hits, 6 runs on 4 hits, no errors on their side. No runs on no hits and 5 errors for Kearney Runza. It's an absolute bonanza defensively for them, as Byers now up to bat. The first pitch from Scout Simmons. It's high and away, ball number 1. Beyer 0 for 2, tagged out on the drop third strike in his first at-bat, then grounded out in his second. Simmons glances on over at first, and now will deliver to Beyer. That's high again, ball 2. Good patience from Tristan Beyer not to swing on it, so with a 2-0 count, Tristan Beyer trending towards a walk from Scout Simmons. Simmons delivers. That's outside again, ball 3. Uh-oh. Byers looking to get on here to bring up Caden Johnson to bat. 3-0. Cole Wright on over at first base. Glancing out first is Simmons. Here comes the 3-0. down low, ball 4, and with that, on over the first base goes Tristan Byer on a 4-pitch walk, and out comes Kearney runs as head coach, and I would assume this is just going to talk it out because there's no way Nipping is ready to pitch after just a couple of warm-up throws. It'll be interesting to see what the plan is, and he's looking actually towards the dugout, or towards it. Oh, he's giving him a signal. That'll do it for Scout Simmons here in this ballgame. I stand corrected. Simmons' day is done following that walk. He's given up 6 runs on 4 hits. The Nationals have 2 aboard here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Hey, thank you to our premier sponsors today, the D&N Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. Following North Platte Kubota, we want to also thank you to Langmeyer Heating and Cooling, as well as Larry's Glass, Lindemeyer Law Office, Premier Toyota, as well as great. I'm going to pull it up here. I don't want to mess this one up. One of our newer additions to the Google Doc sheet, or to my major sponsor list that I have written down. It's going to be Great Plains Foot and Ankle. Foot and Ankle have locations all across Nebraska and Vegas, and Kansas. Visit them online at GreatPlainsFootandAnkle.com to see all locations and make an appointment today. On the mound, Ryan Nipping on the side of Kearney runs it, seeing if he can stem the bleeding. Not even stem it, but shut it off at the moment because it's a nozzle. It's 6-0 for the Nationals. 6 runs on 4 hits and no errors compared to no runs on no hits and 5 errors on the side of Kearney runs. A tough performance from them defensively. Too many sloppy mistakes on their side have allowed this Nationals lead to grow even more. The Nationals now with 2 on. Tristan Byer on over at first and Cole Wright on over at second. Prime opportunity to score more runs. As now 6-0 is the lead. Caden Johnson will be up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout swinging in his first 2 appearances, as Ryan Nipping is up to bat, up to pitch with 2 runners on for the Nationals. Top of the 5th inning. Two outs to the name of the Nationals, though. He'll glance on over at second and will deliver the first pitch to Johnson. Swung on, chopper on over to third, and he'll tap on third, and with that, the inning is over. 1 pitch and 1 swing, and with that, we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nationals still leading this ball game, now up a couple more, 6-0.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. I'm Farmer's Agent Stephen Rhodes. I can help you understand your options so we can prepare for whatever the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. To learn more, call me, Farmer's Agent Stephen Rhodes, at 308-534-9050. Find out how I can help you protect the things that matter most.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
If it's got wheels, Dawson Tire and Wheel has tires for it.
Tires for anything?
Pretty much.
You have 747 tires?
Well, no.
Lunar Rovers?
Nope.
Bicycles?
Actually, no on that as well.
Well, what do you have tires for?
Cars, trucks, tractors, combines, pivots, grain.
Dawson Tire and Wheel has tires for almost everything.
Dawson Tire and Wheel, 2121 West Rodeo Road Avenue, North Platte, Nebraska.
Here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nationals leading Kearney runs a 6-0. 6 runs on 4 hits and no errors compared to no runs on no hits and 5 total errors on the side of Kearney. Runs a not the best day defensively for them. Again, as I said earlier, just a lot of sloppy mistakes on their side when it comes to just the basic routines of baseball, specifically when you're on the defensive side. Easy throws that were lobbed over the first baseman's heads or just completely missing on a throw. And with that, all that is just culminating into this Nationals 6-0 lead. And still on the mound, Cooper Hill. He's up to 40 pitches so far. Hill on an absolute roll will now be facing Scout Simmons as his first batter in the bottom of the 5th. Strong performance from Cooper Hill in this ball game as he's looking to go the distance to make it 3 games worth of 7 innings for Nationals pitchers. As that one swung on, and it's going to get past the outreach glove of Carson Johnson for a base hit to lead off here, bottom of the 5th inning. Simmons is on, and now with that comes Keegan Brand. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout in his first appearance. A runner is on for Kearney. Their first hit of the ball game as well. That's Hill delivers that pitch outside. Ball number 1. Following Keegan Brand, Quinn Foster, and Corin Conrad for Kearney. The 1-0 from Hill. That's just on the outside, but it's in. Strike number 1, 1-1. It was just feathering along that outside zone, and it squeaked in. So a 1-1 count now. Hill going to pick off on over to first, but Simmons gets back. So 1-1 is still the count to Brand. Hill, though, likes the sign he gets from Tristan Byer behind home plate. The 1-1. That off-speed's in. Strike number 2. It's now 1-2 the count. Hill looking to get another strikeout to his name. Put one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the 1-2. That one into the glove of Ty Robinson. He can't get the play at second, so what he'll do is he'll step on at first. So that'll kill the chance of a double play. But Brand will ground out to first, so Quinn Foster will come up to bat. With one out to the name of Kearney Runza, Scout Simmons at second base. The first pitch in from Hill is called ball number 1. Wind still pushing to the left field side, maybe a little bit left center. The 1-0. That's down in the turf for ball number 2. It's 2-0 the count now. It's Cooper Hill on his 47th pitch. No action in the bullpen for the Nationals. The bottom of the 5th inning. Thank you again to our premier sponsors, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. The 2-0. That's in. Strike number 1. Good bounce back pitch from Cooper Hill. 2-1 with one out. Hill gets the sign from Byer. Will glance at second to Simmons and delivers. That's another good pitch. It's now 2-2. Two and two, one out. Scout Simmons at second. Cooper Hill looking to add another strikeout victim to his name. Swung on, foul on the third base side. Still going to stay then at 2-2 with one out. Following Quinn Foster, Corin Conrad, and then Owen Fritzen. That's 8 and 9. Following again, Quinn Foster is at the plate facing a 2-2 count. Hill will glance on over at second. Once more, the 2-2. That one's going to be foul back behind the press box. So we'll still stay at 2-2. Thank you to our sponsors for today, Mike's Motorcycle and ATV Repair, as well as Stephen Rhodes with Farmers Insurance. That one is once again skied back behind the stadium. So now the count still stands 2-2. Hill glances on over at second. The pitch. That one is skied upwards. Onwards comes Cole Wright. He's still going, but that one's going to actually be gloved by Carter Kelly on over at short. For out number 2. So Conrad 0 for 1, struck out swinging in his lone plate appearance. Nationals still leading here in the bottom of the 5th, 6-0. The pitch. That's in for strike number 1. Cooper Hill still going strong. His time is called at the plate for Tristan Beyer to adjust his pads. So Hill is ready, as well as Beyer. So with 2 outs here, and an 0-1 count to Corin Conrad, Cooper Hill will look to deliver. Glances at second. Once more. Once again. The 0-1. It's down low in the turf. Ball 1. 1-1 the count to Conrad. Again, this is an elimination game between Kearney Runza, number 16, number 4 seed FNBO Nationals. The 1-1. That one is swung on and fouled to Kearney's dugout for strike number 2. Winner of this game will move on to take on the loser of the Hastings Grand Island game. Loser will go home of this game. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And with that, the inning is over. Down goes Conrad, swinging on strikes. We're going to head into a fortified group. Top of the 6th inning. Nationals leading 6-0.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. A little preventive maintenance can spot problems before they pop up and might even help lower your utility bills. Don't wait till you're sweating in the summer heat to think about your air conditioning and heating pumps. Call Hanson Plumbing and Heating today to schedule your maintenance checks. It's as easy as picking up the phone to stay cool this summer. Call Hanson's 534-5020. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating of North Platte.
Hi, this is Linda from Fellows Home Appliance. We are North Platte's only locally owned and operated KitchenAid exclusive dealer. We have 2 KitchenAid trained technicians to handle warranty and out-of-warranty KitchenAid repairs. We offer delivery and installation on all the KitchenAid appliances we sell. For your next KitchenAid appliance, come in to 321 East 5th Street, North Platte. Fellows Home Appliance. We service what we sell.
FNBO Nationals American Legion Baseball on 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by North Platte Kubota and the D&N Event Center.
Welcome to a fortified group. Top of the 6th inning. Nationals are all over Kearney Runza 6-0. That's right, 6 runs on 4 hits and 1 error compared to no runs on no hits and 5. That's right, 5 errors on the side of Kearney Runza. Cooper Hill will be the first batter here against Ryan Nipping. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Nipping gets into his motion and delivers to Hill. That pitch in, strike number 1. Cooper Hill 0 for 2. He reached on an error in his first appearance, as that pitch is in, strike 2. But struck out swinging in his other. So an 0-2 count. Cooper Hill going to rock and roll. Here comes the pitch. That's high. Ball number 1. The pitch from Nipping. Struck on into center field, but gloved on the side by Quinn Foster for out number 1. Good glove from Foster. So now with 1 out, here comes Ty Robinson up to bat. Robinson 0 for 2, struck out swinging, but reached on an error in his previous appearance for the Nationals. That pitch from Nipping is in. Strike number 1. So now with Nipping delivering his 0-1 count. Popped up, now drifting towards right field. Conrad gets under it and will glove it for out number 2. Quick 2 up, 2 down so far for the Nationals in the top of the 6th inning. You check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Andrew Brocious now stepping up to bat. He struck out swinging and singled in his first 2 appearances. Nipping's first pitch is high and away for ball number 1. So now a 1-0 count to him. 6 runs on 4 hits and 1 error for the Nationals. Nipping delivers. Swung on and will get gloved up by Carter Lee. Does he get on to first in time? No, he does not. So with that, Andrew Brocious will get on with 2 outs here in this inning. Bring up Jack Polk. Polk 0 for 3, 2 flyouts, and struck out looking in his first 3 plate appearances. No action still in the bullpen for the Nationals. They're going to have Cooper Hill go the rest of the distance. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed from Jack Polk. Strike number 1. So Brocious on over at first base. Nipping will look on over at first and deliver. That's in, strike 2. Now a quick 0-2 hole to Jack Polk. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Thank you again to our premier sponsors today, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. The runner goes. That one's going to be a slow on chopper to Carter Lee, who gloves it on to first in time. And with that, the inning goes to an end. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. Nationals now going to the bottom of the 6th inning, still leading this one 6-0.
When your feet hurt, they are trying to tell you something. Listen to them. Dr. Raskat and Dr. Ray specialize in foot and ankle pain. Whether it be a sports injury or just painful feet, let their expertise get you back on your feet and doing activities like you were before. The doctors at Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists help patients throughout western Nebraska and manage all aspects of the foot and ankle. No referrals needed. Call 532-3600 and rid your foot and ankle pain today.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick stop. With your
electric, get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Bottom of the sixth inning here at Duncan Field. Nationals leading 6-0. 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error on the side of the Nationals. No runs on 1 hit and 5 errors on the side of Kearney. Runza. Those 5 errors, a big costly metric in this ball game, as it most certainly cost Kearney some runs. As up to bat now is Ryan Nipping. He's subbing in, pinch hitting for Owen Fritzen. As that one is skied up towards center field, as Johnson gets under it and gloves it for a quick first out of the inning. So down goes Nipping for the first out, as Caleb Larson will now tee up. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out. And a ground out to his name. Hill will deliver the first pitch into him. That is too high. Ball number 1. Thank you again to our premier sponsors today, the DNN Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. With 1 out, Cooper Hill delivers now the 1-0. That's too low. Ball 2 now to Caleb Larson. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nationals 6-0. You're in the elimination game between number 6-seeded Kearney, number 4-seeded Nationals. That pitch is in for strike number 1. It's now a 2-1 count to Caleb Larson. Following Larson, Carter Lee with Nolan Smith in the hole. Hill delivers. Slow roller on over to Carter Kelly at short. He gloves it onto first in time, and that's 2 down here. In the bottom of the 6th, the Nationals are just humming on all cylinders. Right here in this ball game, not allowing any chances for Kearney Runza to get any momentum going. And they've just put their throat on the jugular all game. So here now comes Carter Lee. He's 0 for 2, a fly out, a walk, and a ground out to his name. Hill delivers the first pitch into Lee, and that one's way outside. It came off of his hand a little odd. So there's ball number 1. 1-0 the count. 62 total pitches for Cooper Hill at the moment. Hill, the 1-0. That's in for strike number 1. Just love the pace that Cooper Hill's going at, specifically when it comes to attacking the zone. Not really trying to squeak things around, just trying to attack, and say, hey, you're going to have to beat me. Kearney, and today, so far, they haven't been able to. Slow roller to Jack Polk on to first, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. A quick goal, 1, 2, 3, and with that, we head to the top of the 7th. Nationals leading 6-0.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience to handle every type of glass situation. Others say they have it, only Larry's can claim it. Experience. Find it at Larry's Glass in North Platte.
Welcome back to a fortified group, top of the 7th inning. Nationals up 6-0 over Kearney. Runs 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error, compared to the no runs on 1 hit and 5 errors on the side of Kearney. Leading off for the Nationals here in the top of the 7th, Carson Johnson, 2 hit by pitches. That's his stat line with 1 flyout. That is what it's looked like. It's been a rough day for Carson Johnson's body. He has a calf injury he is nursing at the moment, as he suffered it in game number 1 against Lexington. He's been working through it ever since, and I swear he's been a magnet for the baseball to just hit every other part of his body. So first pitch in from Ryan Nipping is strike number 1. Here the 0-1. That's high and away, ball 1. 1-1 the count now. Following Johnson, it's going to be Cole Wright and then Carter Kelly, 2, 3, and 4. 1-1. Popped up but fouled behind the press box for strike number 2. 1-2 the count. Wind still pushing now mostly inwards to center field and a smidge off to the left. So with a 1-2 count, Nipping will deliver the payoff. Popped up, sky high. Ryan Nipping's going to get under it, and he'll glove it for the first out of the inning as down goes Johnson. So 1 out here in the Nationals' top half of the 7th. You can check out, again, Kevin McGann in the fortified group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also, thank you to the DNN Event Center as well as North Platte Kubota for sponsoring today's game, as Cole Wright comes up to bat. 2 for 3, a double, a single, and reached on an error, as that first pitch from Nipping is in, strike 1. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Nationals trying to hold on to this. Well, not even trying to hold on to the lead at this point. They're thriving up 6-0. This time has to be called for Nipping to reset. His 0-1 into right. That one swung on and fouled, drifting, and will head into the parking lot. For strike number 2, it's 0-2 the count. Winner moves on to the next round, while the loser will fortunately be eliminated from the A7 District Tournament. The 0-2. That's too high, ball 1. Good patience from Cole Wright not to swing on that. It's a little too high and far out the zone. Wasn't too trigger happy. Nipping, though, going to step off and reset in. Here comes his 1-2. Too high again. That's ball 2. No action in either bullpen. So we go on the rest of the way with these pitchers, unless some disaster happens in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-2. Well, that one is way too low. Ball 3. Cole Wright has worked it back full now with nobody out. Or excuse me, 1 out and nobody on. The 3-2. Too high. And with that, ball 4. Cole Wright waltzes on down to first base as he, after getting into a 1-2 hole, worked it back and drew the walk. Now Carter Kelly comes up to bat. Kelly 1 for 3, a double, a ground out, and then a fly out in his performance today. As he's looking to drive Cole Wright further on the diamond. The pitch. That's down low. So it gets away from Redinger for ball 1. 1-0 the count, 1 out. Nationals 6-0 here in the top of the 7th. Glancing on over at first is Nipping. He delivers. There goes Cole Wright, but that one's going to be popped up on the side by Carter Kelly. And unfortunately, will not be grabbed on the side by Corin Conrad. So with that, it's now a 1-1 count. Again, Cole Wright got a monster launch off of the first base bag, but Carter Kelly swung and fouled it off, so he's got the walk back over to first. So Nipping glances at first. His 1-1 now to Carter Kelly. He's going to pitch out instead and pick off attempt. Cole Wright at first, but to no avail. Back to the 1-1 count we go with Kelly. Delivering. That's outside ball 2. 2-1. So now a 2-1 count with 1 out to Carter Kelly, who's playing short today. Nipping delivers. That one driven into center field, but gonna get through the outreach glove of the center fielder, Quinn Foster. So with that, 1 run will come across and a stand-up double from Carter Kelly. 1 more run comes across, why not, to sprinkle it on. 7-0. From Carter Kelly as Tristan Byer will come up to bat. His time is called. I don't think the home time is called for a little meeting to be had between Redinger and Ryan Nipping. Byer up to bat. He's 0 for 2. He dropped third strike, which he was tagged out in. A walk, and then a ground out to his name. Looking to advance. Carter Kelly at second on home. And put this lead up 8-0. It's currently 7-0. The top of the 7th. Nipping steps off and get back on. 1 out here. Runner at second is Carter Kelly. And the pitch. That one is in for strike number 1. Nipping gonna glance on over at second and delivers. That's down low in the turf, but a good stuff from Redinger to not let it get too far away. Now a 1-1 count and 1 out here, top of the 7th inning. Carter Kelly, who drove in yet another run, standing on over at second base. Nipping, waiting, and will get the sign he likes from Redinger. He's going to then try to step off and pick off Kelly at second, but can't do so. So now here we are once again at a 1-1 count, and that pitch down low, ball 2. It's now 2-1 the count. To Tristan Byer, trying to push this Nationals lead once again, even further ahead. 7-0 at the moment here in the top of the 7th. The pitch, that's down low, ball 3. It's now 3-1 the count to Byer. 3-1 with 1 out, 7 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Nationals. No runs on 1 hit and 5 errors for Kearney Runza. Nipping will glance on over at second, and he delivers. Swung on and foul. Down over to Coach Ricky Holm at third, so it's a 3-2 count to Tristan Byer, following Byer, Caden Johnson, and then Cooper Hill. Nipping will get the sign in from Rettinger. Glance on over at second. And the pitch. Swung on but fouled off the bat. Tristan Byers, so he'll still stay at 3-2. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today, the D&N Event Center, as well as North Platte Kubota. Also, Mike's Motorcycle and ATV Repair, and Stephen Rhodes with Farmers Insurance. So, Nipping will once again receive the sign from behind home plate. Here comes then his payoff, 3-2. That one into left field for a base hit. With that, Carter Kelly will move up. We now have runners at the corners. As now on comes Blaze, I would assume Blaze Zeiler. Yep, here he comes trotting on out. Blaze Zeiler going to courtesy run for Tristan Byer. So now it's not a question of if, but when will Blaze Zeiler run on over to second, as Caden Johnson will come up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance, struck out swinging, and then grounded out in his last two. One out still here in the top of the seventh inning. Nationals with this lead, 7-0. Nipping, delivers. There goes Zeiler. Great jump from him. It's not even going to be getting into second base. Rettinger throws it back to the pitcher, so Zeiler successfully steals second base. So now we have two runners in scoring position for the Nationals. And a 1-0 count to Caden Johnson. His time is called for Johnson to step off. Get refocused in. Zeiler at second, Carter Kelly at third. The 1-0. That's in strike number one from Nipping. He's up to 32 pitches, 21 strikes, and 11 balls. Now we're ready. Nipping will deliver. Swung on and missed from Johnson. There's strike number two, a 1-2 count now to him. Following Johnson, Cooper Hill, and then Ty Robinson. Nipping delivers. That 1-2 is in for strike three. With that, down goes Johnson looking. That brings up Cooper Hill. He's 0 for 3. Reached on an error in his first plate appearance. Struck out swinging in his second and then flew out in his third. He still has two runners on. Here in the top of the seventh, Zeiler at second and Carter Kelly at third. The pitch. High and way outside for ball number one. Nationals leading this game and are, knock on wood, that nothing happens here in the bottom of the seventh. Looking to move on to the next round to face the loser of the Hastings Grand Island game. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. It's going to get away from Rettinger, and with that, Carter Kelly will score. And now it's an 8-0 ball game. So 1-1 the count. Cooper Hill, as Kelly gets home following the passed up ball. So now instead of runners at second and third, we just have Blaze Zeiler now at third. Eagerly awaiting his opportunity to come home. The pitch. That's just a bit too high. Ball two. 2-2 now the count. Two and one. Nipping glances at third and delivers. That one is a slow chopper, gloved by the third baseman, on over to first in time. And with that, the inning is over, though. Two more runs did come across for the Nationals. 8-0 is the current lead. We're going to head to the bottom of the seventh, the last opportunity for Kearney to get something, some signs of life rolling to keep themselves at least in contention. Their last 3 outs when we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Ooh, boy, the summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop by if you're looking for a new RV or needing parts and accessories. New Bullet travel trailers are arriving, and Rockwell travel trailers and fifth wheels coming soon. A new 2022 Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel is here. A very spacious living room and an island kitchen that has a wine refrigerator. A large bedroom slide extends into the bathroom, and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Tour the new Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel at Larry's RV in North Platte today. Easy financing also available with approved credit.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
It's crunch time for Kearney Runza here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They trail 8-0 to the Nationals here in the elimination game. FNBO Nationals 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error to no runs on 1 hit and 5 errors on the side. Kearney Runza up to bat here on their side. Going to be Nolan Smith. Grounded out and walked in his first 2 appearances. Hill still on the mound, will deliver, and that pitch is down and will get away from Tristan Byer. Ball number 1. That's 64 total pitches for Hill. As coach is hoping he can continue to piece it and hold it together and make it through this game. The 1-0. That one slow is swung on and driven on over to Carter Kelly at short. On to second for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. 2 are left to go. For Kearney, runs as Ty Redinger comes on. He's 0 for 2, struck out swinging and flew out in his 2 appearances. Following Redinger, Scout Simmons, and then Keegan Brand. Hill into the motion he goes and will deliver the first pitch. That's in, strike number 1. What a strong game this has been from Cooper Hill. 41 now strikes to his 25 balls. Only 66 pitches through this ball game. The 0-1. That one swung on and fouled down the third base side for strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count now to the catcher Redinger. He takes a deep breath and steps back into the batter's box. He's ready to rock and roll. Hill into his motion. The 0-2. That one is driven into center field. Caden Johnson going back, and he grabs it for out number 2. Good glove from Johnson out in center field as that one had some good carry. He's able to glove it. 2 are down. The last salvation for Kearney Runza here with Scout Simmons to keep the inning alive with 2 down. Then after Simmons, Keegan Brand and Quinn Foster. Hill delivers the first pitch into Simmons. That's in for strike number 1. Simmons 1 for 2, a ground out and a single in his 2 plate appearances. Hill now with the 0-1. That almost was looking like in Scout's mind it was going to hit him, but it gets in for strike 2. Here we go. Last potential pitch. And the Nationals will move on. Hill motions it. The 0-2. That one is swung on and driven into center field. Caden Johnson can't grab onto it as it just lands barely in front of him. So at 2 outs, Scout Simmons gets on, and me and my big fat mouth over here having to say last potential pitch, and with that, Simmons will get on as out comes head coach Ricky Holm to talk with Cooper Hill. All smiles from this Nationals squad. A great bounce back performance after getting beaten around yesterday by Grand Island Home Federal. They've been able to come out here against Kearney Runza and do the same type of shellacking to them. So, 2 outs. Scout Simmons on over at second. Keegan Brand will come up to bat. He flew out and grounded out in his 2 appearances this evening for Kearney Runza. Winner of this game will move on to the next round for their game at 4:30 against either Grand Island or Hastings. So, Cooper Hill will get the sign he likes from Tristan Byer. Glances at second. Delivers as that one is going to be in the dirt and sneak away from Byer, but not far enough to push the runner Simmons, so that's ball number 1. 1-0 the count. Hill glances on over at second. He'll deliver. That one slow roller to Carter Kelly, who gloves it on to first, and that'll do it. The Nationals picking up the big victory. Strong bounce-back performance as they manhandle Kearney Runza 8-0 to advance on to the next round with a chance to potentially go to the championship game, all depending on the outcome of the Hastings Grand Island game. Nationals 8-0. That is 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error compared to Kearney Runza's no runs on 1 hit and 5 errors to their side. We'll take a quick little breather and we come back. More post-game coverage right here on FM 98.1 AM 1410 and live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
I had questions about solar power, so I called the professionals at Panhandle Solar, and I'm glad I did. By having solar panels installed, I increased my home's value, dramatically cut my electricity bill, and it's good for the planet. Yes, installing solar panels is the only investment that I know of that pays you back while saving you money. Call Roger at Panhandle Solar, 308-464-0462. Call today to take advantage of the tax credit that ends soon, 464-0462. Have a sunny day.
It's a new year and decade, and it's time to renew your commitment to health and wellness in 2022 and save money at the same time. Pathology Services can help. Testing for your health shouldn't break your bank, and Pathology Services understands that. With prices a fraction than that of regional hospitals for tests like complete blood cell count, lipid panels, and more, you can get your tests done at a reasonable cost. You have the right to choose where your lab work is done. Next time, use Pathology Services with 2 locations at the Westfield Shopping Center or inside the North Platte Health Pavilion. Renew your health with Pathology Services.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Nationals make it into the next round of this bracket. They'll either take on Hastings or well, depending on the outcome, they most likely might have either taken on Hastings or Kearney. Hastings has 1 loss, so if they lose, they get eliminated. If they win, they will be facing the Nationals. If Grand Island wins, the Nationals will go straight to the championship game to take on Grand Island for a chance at state competition. Nationals win 8-0, 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error compared to no runs on 1 hit and 5 errors on the side of Kearney Runza. That was really the big difference maker in this game, was those 5 errors. If Kearney did not produce those 5 errors early on, maybe the momentum went a little bit differently, but because of those errors, many Nationals runs were able to come across and just absolutely change the momentum of this game. Hey, we'll take a quick break. We come back, we'll give you your Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, as well as our closing thoughts before we see you all tomorrow for more Nationals coverage.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
With lots of new and pre-owned vehicles, Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you've been dreaming of, whether you want to buy or lease. Find out for yourself what an enjoyable experience it is to do business with the staff at Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Sure, there's lots of Class A driving jobs out there, but let me tell you about Cree Carrier. Great things are happening here, like we raised our truck speed. Oh, and we just raised pay in our North Platte fleet. The top 50% of drivers average over $2,000 per week. You get the respect you deserve and the support you need. If you're a driver looking for a new company, get a hold of us at creecarrier.com. We're hiring diesel techs starting at $22 to $32 an hour, too. Cree Carrier. Come help us move America.